Lie. That was a line written in the comics by Frank Miller. How many people here have seen 300? Movie? Yeah, that's what I thought. How many of you knew that the movie was actually a series of comic books before it was a movie? If you knew one person. All right. Did you guys know anything about Thermopylae before seeing the movie? Did you guys know Thermopylae existed at a battle with Spartans against Persians? All right, a few people. All right. Is with movie 300, it's very accurate in certain depictions on certain things, but it also has a lot of inaccuracies in it. Not many people would know it if you don't know anything about it, but I study Western civilizations, and my favorite one happens to be Sparta and Rome. So I've been doing this for a while, reading, taking all the Western civilization classes I can here. I'm going to show you where 300 was correct in its research, and where it was flawed, where the line of Hollywood and truth blend together. Anyway, if you didn't know, Thermopylae in Greece. Sorry if I cut this off for people. This shows where they were fighting. Persians were trying to come through here. This is the pass of Thermopylae right here. What happens is, this is the goat path that they went behind. The flanking Spartans right at the end. What happens is they're fighting on this little narrow stretch of beach. They can't come away from the sea because the sea was too rough. There were over 7,000 Greeks there. Like the movie portrays, there was a couple hundred, the 300 Spartans, and then the Thespians that were there that followed them in. There were over 7,000 there. There was plenty of different types. There were Helots, which were Spartan slaves. There were Corinthians, Thebes, which was a Spartan state that they took over and just kind of grabbed people from. There were Arcadians, which is the ones you see in the movie, and there were Thespians. They say 2 million in the movie, which is a very vast overstatement. There were about 200,000 Persians. There was no army back then that massive. I think towards the end of the movie, over 4,000 Greeks died. Spartan, all of them combined, 4,000 Greeks died, including obviously 300. And they killed, in the 3 days of battle, 20,000 Persians, which is a pretty good ratio. A couple things that 300 did get correctly. When the Persian ships were coming up, 200 of them were destroyed in a very big storm the night before they started attacking. Also, in the beginning of the movie, I don't know if you guys passed over this, there's a thing called the Agoge. The Agoge is Spartan training. What happens is they go through it from youth all the way up until around 16 years old when they can prove themselves as a fruitful warrior. I don't know if that was true that somebody kicked somebody down the well, because I can tell you for a fact it wasn't kingly nice. Yep.
Do they really bathe in wine?
I don't know. It's a possibility. Then again, it might not be, because Spartans were not known people with excess. When Athens started to become more and more luxurious, they always criticized them, why you're so luxurious. Even when they started getting, they used to make doors and plated with gold. At that point, that's when they went back to their roots and started saying, we're a warrior society, we're not like Athens, those boy lovers. Which, again, obviously, that is there. I'm not known for being very straight as well.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Paul.